But I don't know, there's something that excites me about a good spring storm.
Look at that. This is a stunning display of Mother Nature right there. And
Isn't it?
you know, if you're down in the Austin area, farther south, those southern counties that we have across the area, didn't see too much shower and thunderstorm activity. Most of it was thunderstorm. Chances are they'll have a better chance of reaching farther south along the I-35 corridor into the Austin area, along with some of our southern counties. So if you didn't get the rain yesterday, better chances for really all of us today, and certainly tomorrow. You'll see, as I explained, tomorrow's weather setup. We've got a very wet Friday in store. Out the door right now, those low-level clouds have since spilled back into the area. We're currently in the middle 60s, Austin Airport, 70 degrees out towards Camp Mabry. Winds are currently calm. No rain at the moment, but we will be tracking those rain chances again returning for this afternoon. Here's the complex of storms for the past 12 hours that rolled on through the area. Notice the good majority of it was farther north. We had some very heavy rain in areas like Dallas, some very strong thunderstorms, and some of that just clipped against some of our northern counties. Today, we've got another little wave of energy that's going to be tracking from north to south, but again, better chances are that it's going to make its way farther south than yesterday's round of thunderstorms. We do have a level 1 out of 5 risk extending down into the KV viewing area. That's for really the good majority of us clipping portions of Fayette County, but most of us under this level 1 out of 5 risk to see some isolated strong severe thunderstorms, where yet again today we'll be looking at the potential of seeing some damaging winds, some large hail, and we'll also have to watch out for some heavy downpours with flooding. I know we saw a couple of flood advisories being issued for some of those northern counties yesterday as well. So timing this out, we are currently dry, and we stay that way as we head into the good majority of this morning. Wouldn't quite rule out maybe an isolated shower before about 3 or 4 o'clock, but most of us no rain until around 5 o'clock in the afternoon and evening. We start to see these bubble up. This is stopping the clock at 5:30, first starting in the hill country, and notice this general progression to the south and east. This is stopping the clock around 7, 8 o'clock. We could have some pretty strong storms up and down the I-35 corridor. Heavy rain, the possibility of seeing some hail and some gusty winds during around that sunset time before these start to roll away, and then we'll continue with some lingering showers as we get closer to about 10 p.m., 11 p.m. before they start to fade away into tonight. Tomorrow, another dry start to the day. Tomorrow, though, what we're going to be tracking is a weak front working its way through the area, and that is going to produce our highest chance for rain out of the week. So tomorrow looking like the wettest day out of the week so far. Look at the rain and thunderstorms as we get into 3, 4 o'clock. Pick up for kids from school could be very wet in spots along with that evening commute. Thunderstorms likely going to be widespread with tomorrow's frontal passage before they start to wind down after around 7, 8 o'clock. Some lingering showers through 8, 9, 10 o'clock, and then we'll start to feel some drier air move in for Friday night. We have a level 2 out of 5 risk for northern half of our area for tomorrow, so that risk is going to be a little bit higher to see some strong severe storms. We'll also have to watch out for the risk of seeing some flooding. We bump it up to a level 2 out of 4 risk to see some heavy rain and flooding across the area for Friday. Highs today, hot. Lower 90s. We're going to be feeling like the middle 90s, upper 90s with the heat index before we start to take a tumble. Those temperatures
Coming up here on KV Daybreak, I introduce you to a little girl in Texas foster care who's ready to roll on into her forever. This Thursday morning, I hope your morning's off to a wonderful start. It is 4:55 here in Austin, Texas, and every week here on KVU, I feature a different child in Texas foster care in the hopes of helping them to possibly be adopted and even find a forever family. And for this week, we meet a bright and talented little girl ready to roll into a new chapter. Meet Layla. Girl, and she's a really quick learner. She also likes to dance and cheer, and she's eager to try to find a forever family before she enters into middle school in the fall. To learn about adopting Layla, you can go to kvu.com/foreverfamilies. And next week, we will finally learn who will be performing it next year.
Today, we're talking about temperatures that are going to be back into the lower to even the middle 90s across the area. And we will see the return of some thunderstorms. Today, like yesterday, the main chances will come after about 4 o'clock through the evening hours. Difference with today is I think we have a better chance of seeing these thunderstorms reach a little bit farther south. Yesterday, they were focused up towards our northern areas, Williamson County, Milam County. We had a couple of severe thunderstorms roll on through. Rainfall totals ranging from 2 to 3 inches. stretches. Today, better chances up and down the I-35 corridor, including some of our southern counties. So if you didn't get the rain yesterday, we'll have a better chance overall of seeing more coverage today. We're currently off to this dry start, though. No rain at the moment, and we're not expecting much rain here as we head into this morning. Our better chances for thunderstorms arrive in the afternoon. Timing going to be similar to what we had yesterday. And like yesterday, we once again have a level 1 out of 5 risk to see some isolated strong to severe thunderstorms. So we will have to watch out for some hail producers along with some gusty winds. Dry as we take you through, though, this Thursday morning to kick off the month of May. We'll eventually start to see the low clouds scour out with some sunshine. Warming on up, those showers and storms arrive 7, 8 o'clock. Notice some heavy rain possible with these. Some of them could be on the stronger side. I am tracking a cold front set to move through for tomorrow, bringing us more thunderstorms. I'll have the details on that and the cool down for the weekend coming up.
It is the first day of May. We are kicking off a brand new month, and luckily here locally we didn't have any too much craziness with the storms last night, but I know our friends out in Dallas got a lot of that flooding. The roads looked crazy. So if you are heading out to Dallas today, just kind of ease into it and really take a look around and be careful out there. Looking right now, we already have a crash, Mustang Ridge. This is 183 southbound where it meets with that 130 toll road there, causing a little bit of a slowdown. Doesn't look like a full closure or anything crazy like that. Seeing our slowdowns heading towards Terry Road. They just finished a new portion of that project out there. And then some of those storms last night, once again, if you're traveling out to North Texas, some of those videos, they really dealt with some flooding on the roadways there. So just be extra careful. Really not dealing with that here, though. I will tell you, though, we had a full closure earlier this morning on I-35 at Old Torf. There was a pretty serious crash there. That is all cleared up now. You can see we're moving right along, kind of sleepy, coming and going in from South Austin. And it looks like that crash in Mustang Ridge cleared up, so good to see that. Smooth sailing if you're heading out towards the South Austin terminal in those northbound lanes on 183. Seeing our typical slowdown southbound on I-35 approaching Terry Road, where they've been doing all kinds of projects kind of simultaneously going on through that area. Mopac had typical slowdowns there with some of our early morning construction, no active crashes. Let's take a look across the map. Good morning, Burnett. Looking good for you there. I was noticing a little bit of a slowdown on 29, but really not too bad today. And good morning, Liberty Hill and Leander, also looking good as we're heading out the door. Brian?
All right. And those feels like temperatures are certainly going to be in the middle 90s, even upper 90s. Hot and humid, but the weekend ahead is the reward. We've got a beautiful weekend in store. Saturday and Sunday going to be looking at much lower rain chances. In fact, I now have Sunday as completely dry with likely what will be nice bright sunshine. And you'll notice these temperatures actually going to be running slightly below average for this time of year. Friday morning, we're talking about 50s. So a lot of us may be even needing that sweater as you're about to head out for your Sunday morning plans. Of course, we've got several events happening across Central Texas for the weekend. We've got one of them, the Mayfest that's happening in Johnson Park at Marble Falls. It actually kicks off today, but will continue all weekend long. Today, tomorrow, it's going to be stormy. If you have plans to head out there for your Friday evening, it's going to be wet. I would say the choice days are going to be Saturday and Sunday, Sunday being the best. Even Saturday, though, won't be too bad with just a chance for an isolated shower. We also have the Pecan Street Festival that typically happens on 6th Street. It's moved locations this year, so heads up there. It's going to be happening in Bee Cave at the Hill Country Galleria. Weekend again, not looking too bad. Cooler with just a few spotty showers on Saturday and dry on Sunday.
All right. Ward and Casey are going to come out of their caves this weekend. It's going to be gorgeous and that nice cool air. I can hardly wait for it. It is 5:51. We're taking a live look. We've got some road crews moving through here in 183 where it meets with Loop 360, not far from the Arboretum. They've been doing that 183 mobility project. I know it's been tough out there kind of maneuvering around the crews, but they're hard at work right now. Coming in from South Austin, already seeing our slowdowns, not too bad through Bluff Springs. We can certainly work with that. And here's a look at where I was just showing you there at the Arboretum. You can just see minor slowdowns there, not too bad, and no active crashes if you're coming in from Jollyville, Cedar Park, Leander, looking good. Let's take a look around town. Good morning, Burnett. Got some minor slowdowns heading northbound there at 281. Good morning to Marble Falls, Briggs, Llano, all looking good so far. Keep it right here on KB Daybreak. We'll be right back.